The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. Joe Black Man, Bobby, let it flow. Turn it up, turn it loud, let it go. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. About my what? About my who? About my rubbish.
Get out right here, man.
Too much good, take you higher.
Oh, it's time! Yo,
It's good.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another installment of The Good, the Bad, the Ugly with me, Botswana Poppy and Joe Blackman, but we usually say Joe Blackman and Botswana Poppy. Let's go! That's the first one of 2026, Joe.
It is. Welcome back to you as well. You know, welcome back from your holiday. It's good to have you back here. I know you're not in the UK, but it's good to have you back on the screen.
Yes.
Yeah. I know that you told me that people been accusing me of only streaming when you're here, but it's time. Man's got
it's not just accusing. It's just. By the way, what in the baby oil is going on, Joe? What the hell is?
Don't watch me, fam. If I gotta grease my skin to look good on the stream, man's gotta grease my skin. You get me? When you watching man grease myself, stop watching me, fam. Don't watch me, blood. Yeah.
This guy.
Hey, listen. Let me get that grease on. I ain't no baby.
Okay, all right. Exactly, Tiger Diaz.
Yeah. Well, hey, just tell him. I'm a dark-skinned guy, bro. Dark skin needs moisturizing. You get me? I know you like these over there don't moisturize every day, but us darkies have to get moisturize. You get me?
All right, bro. Okay. Well, the Man United attack needs to get moisturized. Let's talk about the game that we just saw, bro. Let's come back to what we just saw.
So I'm gonna keep this whole stream now, just because you mentioned it now. Just because I'm gonna just keep reading.
No. We want people to hit the like button. Get out of here, bro.
Anyway, distraction. Anyway, as I was saying, listen, guys, make sure you please hit that like button. If you're new here, make sure you please subscribe. Yeah, we are both streaming on both platforms. It's on Backhand Entertainment and Football Power Hour. So make sure you go visit both channels and smash the likes up and do all the good stuff on both channels. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, now listen. With that being said, bots, let's get into the crux of this show. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and ugly of what we just witnessed. Yeah, because I did a watch along, you did a watch along. Yeah, and you know what? I think that the title of the show kind of sums it all up. Disappointed or lucky? What side do you land on from watching that draw today? Because for me, I watched a good performance. I'm not gonna lie to you. I sat there and I was in, all right. Well, yeah, we're keeping possession. And it was, the funny thing is, I'm thinking about the players that we have available as well, and who was doing what. Because even on my stream, people were saying, "Oh, where's Ugarte?" But I was like, "But there's Ugate's right there. What are you talking about? He was doing his job. What do you mean?" Yeah. We had a steady defensive performance. If it's one thing you'd have to say, Leeds struggled with breaking us down. You can't tell me they didn't struggle with breaking us down. Yeah, they did. They got their lucky chance when we lost concentration, as usual. Yeah, we always lose concentration at some point during the game. But you know what? For most of the game, defensively, we were good. And I guess for Amram team, that's all you can expect, really, because he's more than anything else. You have to admit, he's quite a defensive coach, but
Yes, I have to admit that. But before we even go on Amarim's if he's defensive coach or not, I think we just have to just reflect on what we saw, right? And I like that you're pointing out the performance was good, even though the results were not favorable. The results were not what we would hope. But You started off the show by asking, if it's a disappointing draw or a lucky draw, and I started off feeling like it was disappointing, given the fact that, like you said, we didn't let Leeds walk all over us, especially in the first half. We controlled the aggression that Leeds have, and I think we were courageous at some points. But the thing that for me was disappointing was the fact that we had to let Leeds dictate Leeds score first for us to run. Like for us to actually like respond, Leeds had to lay the first glove. They had to lay the first punch. And that for me is the thing that, started off feeling like, bro, why is this team like this? It's like the same thing. And even under Eric Ten Hag, sometimes we'd have to wait to get we're not comfortable being the team that's really dominating. We want to be the underdogs. I feel like that's when we thrive the most. We want to be the one that's got a hill to climb. And the moment there was a hill to climb, we're like, oh, quickly, 2-3 minutes later, go. Like, where was this from the get-go? Where was this from kickoff? And that's what's disappointing.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna have to stop you there because I have to say that we was given good patterns of play and we had some good chances in the first half. We had good chances. It's only just in the second half they decided to find the back of the net. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. At halftime, I went and checked the stats. Yeah. We had 10 shots. Yeah. One on target. Yeah. It just goes to show you all the chances in the world can be created. Yeah. But if you're not putting away the food, bro, like just get a shot on target. Yeah. Don't rush that final ball. Do you know what I mean? Look for the other guy that's open. But no, Manchester United, look, I saw a little bit of good play from, was it Dalot and Dorgu on the right side where Dorgu gave the ball over the top to Dalot, right? And then Dalot just wasted. Just all these little things.
I hear you on the shots. We had taken more shots, sure. But actually at the end of the game, Leeds had more shots on target than us.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying to you. I checked it halfway through. I didn't check it at the end of the game. I was upset. I wanted to get out there. But at the same time, I was like, do you know what? At one point in this game, we took more shots, but we just do not finish. Yeah. What was Sesko doing? Why was Sesko even on the fucking pitch? Yeah. Don't talk, because someone even made a question. Someone sent a question in my live stream and they said, like, at what point do we need to start questioning Sesko's ability? Because really and truly, yeah, if Højlund was still here and giving out this performance, what would you be saying? What would you be saying, really?
We would be saying Højlund is the worst striker in the Premier League. But to be fair, Sesko was on the pitch because we got rid of Rasmus Højlund. I think, like, if you don't put Sesko,
but there you go.
Who do you put in?
Striker. What do you mean by who do I put in? Why not start Xerxes?
Bro, nah.
Hold on, didn't Xerxes score in the last game? Hold on, what do you mean by no? Didn't Xerxes score in the last game?
Whether Xerxes scored in the last game, I think actually Xerxes and Sesko play better together. When Xerxes like the supporting striker or the number 10, I don't know what position he was playing, but
but you chose one over the other, right? Okay, you might be saying that, but he decided.
I'm saying
hold on, bro.
He decided
to choose one over the other. No, that's Joe, what you're saying. In the case of the manager who decided to start one over the other, right? Why not have started the guy who scored in the last game?
Okay, that's the question for the manager to answer, right? But what I can stand on is what I saw. And what I saw is Sesko, Xerxes on the pitch together. We look better, right? It shouldn't be one over the other. It should be from the get-go, the manager should find a way to start both of them. That's how I feel about it. I know in the first half, it felt like Sesko was sort of isolated a lot of the time. We talked about the fact that he was even dropping deep and there was moments where, like, there was moments where he got a pass and then he just lost the ball. That first touch was not looking really good, but the objective, I think he was trying to link up play. And it was not working for large parts of the first half. And only after Xerxes came in, that's when it felt like, oh yeah, we have an attack. We actually have a little bit of bite. we can also lay a glove on Leeds. And that is what I want to hone on, bro. The fact that the manager, we've seen right now that Xerxes and Zesco together on the pitch, we're looking at how thin our bench is. We're better off starting with that combination than any other combination. I understand we don't have a lot of options right now. Our squad is thin. But I just look at that performance and say we could have done better from the beginning. And if the manager had set us up in a better way by starting Sesko and Zexi, you know. But either way, that being said, I still want to mention that, like, you know, there's something wrong with our mentality as a team. There's something wrong with our mentality. Like, whether you blame this on the manager, whether you think like, okay, he could have done this better. There's just something wrong with that team. We need, for us to get a response, for us to actually see our players starting to look like they want to win, we have to go a goal down. We have to have a mountain to climb. And that, until that changes, we're going to keep seeing the same thing over and over and over again. And that's the disappointing part for me. But fast forward to the end of the game, when I look at it, I think Leeds had the best chance of the game with that Dominic Calvert-Lewin header, right? The header.
Well, why? Because didn't Cunha hit the post as well afterwards?
Cunha hit the post, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin, like his chance was a better chance in my opinion than Cunha's chance. You get me?
I mean, if you can say the same thing for both shots, innit? Yeah. I watched the match, bro, from start to end, and to be honest with you, you could say the same thing for both shots. Like, if Cunha's shot was a little bit more to the left, you know, if Dominic Calvert-Lewin's shot was a little bit more to the right,
coming from outside the pitch, though. It was coming from outside the pitch, but I'm not gonna like sit down and say, all right, which post was more closer, etc. That's not a useful, productive conversation. I think if we get into the good, the bad, the ugly, that's what's more productive. But thank you. Wrap Up for once agrees with me in 2026 that Dominic Calvert-Lewin chance was more clear cut. You know,
it is, bro. For me, they both hit the post. Yeah, they both had a chance to score. It was an equal chance, you know. If they just got their foot in right or their head in right, whatever, you know, they would have had a goal, each one of them. So okay. I'm not going to say one was better than the other.
Okay. I hear that point of view, but okay, let's actually segue into what I think is the bad for today, that we got no second gear. We have to wait for the mountain to be climbed for us to climb the mountain. And that is the thing that I want to say first. We need to change that. That's a bad that's been showing over the previous years. And it's there again today. First game of January 4th or whatever, 4th. I don't know what date it is. 4th, January 4th. And we're still, we're still seeing this. This is stuff that we saw in 2025. And 2024, and that is the bad for me. That, you know.
Well, let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest. Nothing's really changed. Yeah, nothing's really changed. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And the players that we considered good last season, like the likes of Ahmad, missing. You know, Bruno, missing. You know, Mbeumo, that the people that we said were good this season, Mbeumo, missing. You know. Cunha only just starting to get into gear, really, just starting to come into form. So, you know, this is what we have left. Mount looking good this season, missing, Kobe can't get on the bench, missing. let's not even talk about Kobe. But anyway, players that I may be able to affect the game or change the game, all missing. So what did you really expect? That's what I was looking at this game thinking, because when I looked at the bench and thought, well, fuck. I was like, raw. You know what? Two Fletchers on the bench. Okay. That's what I knew. That's what I knew. That's what I knew. It was desperate times, I
think that's the ugly, right? The bench options or lack of bench options.
Yes, lack of bench options,
You would say
I felt sorry for the manager at one point. Yeah, when it comes to the ugly, the lack of bench options. Yeah, that's the ugly, by the way, guys. The lack of bench options is crazy because you looked at what Leeds were doing in terms of bringing on fresh legs close to the end, trying to push, trying to win the game, and then we kind of even scathed that off a little bit because when they brought on their substitutions, we were right in there with that shot that came off the post. Right now, this is what I mean. If we could just up it another gear or just bring on some fresh legs, that could be the option to bring it forward. And I know people are talking about the youngsters, but come on now. We all saw how upset people got with the youngsters last time, innit? So let's not even talk about the youngsters. We've done good for what we had, and we still produced an entertaining game. This is why I almost feel disappointed. I feel disappointed. You might feel lucky, but I actually feel disappointed in what we produced. And guess who I feel disappointed for as well? I feel disappointed for the manager because the lack of bench options is crazy. And I know it might be a little bit of self-doing. But it is what
How
it
is
is.
that self-doing? That I feel like that's more even an indictment on the board. The board is the one that's failing Ruben Amorim. If you're gonna bring a manager who plays such a specific system, get him the players, get him the bench options. How come Daniel Fark, the Leeds manager, he was able to put in.
Did you just call him Daniel Fark?
Farky? How do you say? Is that E? Fark. Okay.
Whatever it is.
Fark, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. But the fact that he's able to bring in Ngoto, Tanaka, the other guy, I forgot his name, and like he brought in 3 attackers and a midfielder, right? And we could only bring in Xerxes. The only people on the bench who were chatting during the chill along on my show saying, look at the 2 babysitters, Bayende and Zexi, are co-parenting on the bench. It was them and kids, and like, how are you going to try and win a game and try and, maybe compete and get into a European place if you only have 2 babysitters and kids on a bench? That's not the way to go. That's not the way to win. That's not the way.
What the interesting thing was, though, because I was noting this during my watch along, that the mix of youth and experience on the pitch was actually quite balanced, though.
Our mix of youth and experience, is that what you're saying? On the pitch, sure, I could give you that, but like, bro, like.
But that's the problem, though. Look. At the end of the day, we all know that we've got people that are missing, either due to international duty or injury, and these are the scary times that we always talk about. This is why we need cover. This is why you can't be going along with one striker. Do you know what I mean? We've got one striker, really, technically one striker. Yeah. We all say Xerxes 10.5 or half, whatever the fuck he is. I don't know, 9.5, whatever people say he is.
Half
Cunha is not a striker. Mbeumo, not a striker. We all got these players that can play in other positions, but are they solidly that position? I swear this manager just likes to get players and just try them in new positions. Like Dorgu, look at him now. Is he a winger? I heard that on the commentary from today's show that he used to score a lot of goals for his last team that he played for as a more forward-playing player. But now he's a wing-back. Do you know what I mean? What are we doing to these players? Like, you have to question these things sometimes when you hear this kind of information. Now, I'm happy with what we produced, but I do question what we're doing here. What are we doing here? That's what I'm asking. Because sometimes we're not doing... Sometimes we like to blame the players, sometimes we like to blame the coach, but most of the time, bro, it's a collective. It's a collective. What I see from today, I'm disappointed that we dropped points, man. That's all I can say, That's all
I mean, there is this point of view, Joe, that made me feel like, yes, as disappointing as it was, we have to take the team that we're playing and look at how they've been playing. The last 5 games, the last 5 fixtures that they had, bro, Leeds United have been giving other teams problems, right? Let's not act like that walk in the park right now. Let's not act like they were a guaranteed 3 points. if you look at what they drew versus Liverpool, right? 2 games at home and at Anfield. They beat Crystal Palace 4-1. They drew versus Brentford. They like this team, they beat Chelsea 3-1. This team is no walk in the park. And the game versus City, like even though I didn't watch it, I heard they were like just so close to actually drawing that game at the Etihad. You know, it took a Phil Foden like added stoppage time winner to get that Man City 3 points. So Leeds United is actually a very good team, and they're in a very good moment.
They become a better team under Daniel. Still under Daniel. Yeah, they
And
become
then Daniel, fuck, it's like fuck, you play Leeds.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a decent coach. He's a decent coach. I think he's on the same level of coaching as like the Brentford ex-manager, the Tottenham manager now. Like,
yeah. So on that,
yeah.
Or like Thomas Frank you talking about, but like on that token, it's Leeds is actually like they could have won this. They could have at least like made us like struggle even more. But we fought, but was partially also kind of lucky to come out with a draw, considering the team and the form that they're in. That's what I want to say about the luck element of this draw.
In the retrospect of what you're saying, yes, yeah. If you look back at the game like that and think about, where we are in compared to how they're doing and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, especially with the people that we have missing, yes, yeah. But from the game that I watched, I think, if we had just found a way in the first half, yeah, it's like you said, why is it we always do something when we're down? Like we're relishing being underdogs. Fuck being underdogs. And take the game to the people, yeah? Finish your dinner, people, yeah? And I seriously am questioning Sesko now. Don't tell me not to, bro, yeah? Because we saw more from Xerxes last season, yeah? But we saw more from Xerxes at this point last season, and everybody was questioning Xerxes, yeah? So why are we not questioning Sesko? Why? That's the question I want to ask. Why are we not questioning Sesko now? Nobody's talking about Sesko like we was talking about Xerxes. We used to cuss Xerxes out in his poor brother's first season. Yeah. He's what? Don't even call him a Slovenian Rasmus. Don't you dare even don't put Rasmus in his name. Rasmus had done more at this point as well. Yeah.
No. Wait, Joe. Are you saying Rasmus is better than Xerxes?
As a striker, I'm not seeing anything. Listen, right now, first season comparison, yes. For Manchester United, first season. I'm not comparing him at another club. I'm not comparing him anywhere else. I'm comparing him at Manchester United, yeah? And from what I've seen, both of them from Manchester United, then yes. Goals are goals, bro. Goals are goals. Like Tiger Nee says, goals are goals, fam.
Okay. Before we share the link and talk about the good from the game, I want to say big up to Ronald for the super chat saying, "Bots, what game is a walk in the park for United?" At this point, Ronald, you never know what you're going to get from this team. And that's what I was saying about the bad of the mentality, like some people like feel like, oh, when you look at a team that we're playing in that league position, it's going to be an easier game. But, Leeds is not that far away from like, what are they, 16th or 17th in the league? You would think that, oh yeah, we're like a top 8, top 6 team, but we definitely did not play like that. We definitely did not play like that.
It's true though. There's no game, like Ronald said, bro. There's no games that are easy game for Manchester United, and that's the problem at the moment. Yeah, we can play bottom of the league and still come out with a draw or a loss. You feel like we can lose to any team, and that's the problem at the moment. Let's not even talk anyway. It's true, bro. No game is a walk in the park for us, bro. Yeah, we could lose to the likes of Grimsby tomorrow. Yeah, but we could beat Liverpool yesterday. It don't make no sense. Yeah. But it
Well,
is what it is, isn't it? This
consistently,
is what we're involved in right now.
well,
This
consistently
is our Manchester
inconsistent.
United right
Yeah.
now.
It's funny. It's a new year, but the same team, same sort of performance, same sort of
Same old
things you
shit.
can expect. Guys. We want to hear your opinion about today's show. About today's game? What was good? What was bad? What was ugly? The link is in the chat. Joe, can you lead us on the conversation about the good, the good for today, bro? What would you say? What would you categorize as the good?
Yeah, because there was one person, and shout out to Charles. Yeah, big up to you, Charles. Yeah, big up to Charles every time. Well done. You know what? I said it on my show.
Yeah.
Charles, show some respect to Xerxes. Yeah? Tell me Xerxes was not player of the match with not even being on the pitch as long as most people was on the pitch. Yeah, this is one thing I have to say. Yeah, stop underrating our players. People say that we overrate our players and this and that and blah blah blah. The guys, listen, the guy is. I can't say instrumental because he doesn't play enough to call him instrumental. Yeah, but when people are missing, he can offer something. He can offer something, yeah. Without him in the team right now, who's offering those balls through? Casemiro was trying earlier in the match, but couldn't get the timing right. I saw the ball through that he played for Sesko, right? He played a nice ball through for Sesko, but guess what? The weight of the pass just wasn't there. But Xerxes, foul straight in there. No long thing. This is what I'm saying to you. The right weight, the right vision. He knows what he's doing. Let the boy cook, fam. He needs more time on the pitch. You know what, yeah? We're an aging team as it is, yeah? And we got some youth. Why not let the youth develop, bro? Let the youth develop. You got to trust somebody sometime, yeah? You got to trust somebody sometime. And even if you don't trust them, you got to just give them a chance. You get me? Give them a chance. And I know you were saying that he should start all of them, but I get it. But I just don't understand why you start the one that hasn't scored over the one that has scored. It makes no sense to me. I'm going to give you big side eye. Yeah? Give Xerxes a chance. We're not doing this everybody that you don't like, you fall out with thing, bro. Come on. Do you understand me? We're going to be left with a very slim team. You'll fall out with everybody, fam. The good options are just, they hate you. Favoritism is real. Stop this shit.
While you're saying that, actually, there's like currently some comments that have caused a stir in Ruben Amorim's post-match press conference. He has said some explosive comments, which I think I'll read just one out, which is saying that he was saying, "I'm gonna be Manchester United's manager, not coach. I was very clear. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to do my job until another guy is coming here to replace me. I came here to be the manager, not the coach." And
Shut up.
I don't know. How does that make you feel yeah?
Questions. No, bro, didn't we? There was bad questions asked. Even I bet you we can find a quote of him saying that he's the head coach, not the manager.
No, but
I bet we can.
I am here to be manager. You know.
All right, Amber. All right, we'll see.
And apparently SLD says he stormed out. Let's not. I'll take that with a grain of salt. We'll see after we watch.
It's SLD, you know. He also said. He also says this. You made.
SLD.
I don't know if SLD is telling the truth. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I can never quote it, SLD. But honestly, though, Amorim this season is what, 21 games, 7 draws, 8 wins, 6 losses in 2025-2026 this season, right? And when you look at that, it's I don't know. It's almost as many wins, as many draws, and almost as many losses. Like it's 6 losses, 7 draws, 8 wins. I don't know. It's looking like touch and go, you know. I like the guy. I want him to succeed, but I don't know. I don't know
You're Mr.
what.
Listen, you're Mr. Statistics, yeah. You're
Yeah,
Mr. fucking whiteboard, yeah. You're the guy who used to have all the stats, bro. Yeah,
yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
GA and that, yeah.
yeah.
So when you've got to look at those stats, fam, and
I,
turn around and look at us and tell us why. Tell me why. Is it
why
better than the last guy that you passed out?
the board is
Is it,
not
hold on,
giving.
hold on. Is
Hold
it
on.
better than the last guy that you cussed out?
Right now, he's not. He's not better than Ten Hag, because Ten Hag at least had a trophy. He had or two with him. He had 3 finals. You know, yeah. Right now, it's not looking like that. But here's the thing: there's a context to it, right? This guy plays a totally different system that we knew about, and we brought him. And now look at us, 4 days into January, and we haven't even like actually got him the players that he needs. We're looking at the bench, and we're looking at players like players we don't even recognize. If you saw that bench, you would actually now be like, okay, if it's not Sesko, then who? Shea Lacey? Mantato? You can't start them. You can maybe bring them on later on in the game, towards the end of the game, for a moment of magic or something. But like, you can't look at me and say Bendito Mantato is going to be a game changer for us.
It's
You know?
no. Stop that. Because you know what? Yeah, you don't know who can be a game changer for you sometimes, bro. And at the end of the day, right? It's the experience that gives them that knowledge to how to affect games. Yeah, and also. By the way, you know what? Let me stop talking, because you're asking all these questions and we got people waiting in the back here. Let's just bring in some of the callers. Yeah. First guy that actually came through was Pav. Pav, what's going on, bro?
Yo.
What's good, fam? What was that question you just asked there, boss? Ask it to Pav instead of asking me.
So Pav, like that bench, we had look at even SLD's comments. Says we had 2 Fletchers on the bench. We had Mantato on the bench. We had Lacey on the bench. Fredrickson, Kukonki. Like, do you think any of these players could have started and we could have had a different outcome?
No, because one of the Fletchers come on last week and stunk it up.
So, is Amorim really somebody to blame for the performance that we saw today?
Not really, because I was expecting it. I would if the same performance was there with all the players that we would normally see if AFCON weren't about and Bruno was about, then I would question it. But they're not, so it's kind of like I already expected this performance. I knew it was going to happen. I knew we were going to struggle. I saw us struggle against Wolves. I've seen us struggle against West Ham, Everton. Yeah, and that's where we had some of those players there. So we're lucky we haven't taken a loss against Wolves and Leeds. But yeah, like I ain't even really negative about anything with United, because the whole thing's a mess. Because if you're going to say a quote as well, but you got to say the proper quote. He's saying that he's the Man United manager for the next 18 months, which tells me he knows his job's at risk. Yeah, because this is the same guy who in the summer said, "I want to be here for 25 years," like Ferguson and all that shit. And now he's sitting there sulking that he's not being backed. He's not going to be backed for his 3-4-3 sporting formation. They're not going to fund him for it. He's been told that. He's basically said it yesterday, and now he's coming out sulking after the game. It's not a good look for him, right? And he's not the only person to blame. The whole thing's a mess, right? Yeah. You got rid of Ashworth, who was apparently the 10 out of 10 director of football that you lot told everyone about. Got rid of him after 5 months. Yeah. And then you brought in this guy and told him, you come now or you don't come at all. Force him to come in. Realizes his formation was shit. and then a year later you tell him, right, Mr. Ruben, you need to change your formation
Yeah.
because we're not backing you with any signings that fit your formation. So either you go back to the library, pull out all the books you can out of the archives, dust them down. That's your homework, right? We're sending you home with some homework, and you need to learn something new. At that point, you might as well just sack the guy and brought in someone who doesn't need to learn a new formation, because this man's been rolling with this formation ever since he started managing. I think he started with a 4-4-2 and went into that. So at that Portuguese club, I can't remember what it's called, but from what I read, that's what he done. So yeah, but other than the game, but I'm not even surprised. We're lucky that we got a draw out of this game, because I told you, I said I don't see us getting a positive result, and that means a win. So getting a draw was probably more than what we deserve anyway. But the club's accountable, because you're coming here and putting blame on, say if you're putting blame on Ruben, right? But he's got two important players missing in Ahmad and Bremo. You've obviously got Mazarawi, I don't class as important. Gone. Why did you sign Mbeumo in the summer, knowing that he was going to be gone in January, when he's meant to be one of the main attackers, talisman up front? For what reason? When I was one of the ones saying stop signing these AFCON players, we're looking at too many AFCON players.
Oh yeah.
You would get classed as racist or stuff like that.
I remember you said that.
So if we signed Baleba in the summer as well, whether we more and more people will be talking about it, but they should have had a contingency plan to have a signing or two come in, this basically the 1st of January, because I saw other clubs make signings on the 1st of January. We need another attacking source. I know we're looking at Semenyo, but clearly that guy knew that you couldn't. He's probably thinking like, I'm glad I didn't go to that club. He's made the right choice where he's going, but what's your second option for the attacker? That Diamande that we're looking at, he looks shit. Absolute shit. I watched nearly 45 minutes of compilations of this guy, He's so raw. He's probably rawer than a fucking egg that you get in a supermarket, bro. Like, bro, I can...
Yeah, your time's up, bro. Rather than the egg that you get in the supermarket. Well, that was tame from Pav, to be honest. Let's be honest. Yeah. More than the egg that you get in the supermarket. You know what though?
But I hear what he's saying. Yeah. Go say your piece.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I hear what he's saying though, bro. Like, we have no second options, or publicly anyway, we don't have any second options that are still of the class that we're looking at. That's the thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Here's the second option that's still off that level of Semenyo. Do you know what I mean? Who is the next person that you was thinking that were, if Semenyo said no, who's the backup? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. If we were Man City, bro, we would have gotten at least 2 players in by now. Like, Man United feel like they're trying to build a squad for next season and not this season. If we were actually trying to recognize,
always next season though, bro. We need to achieve something this season. Season,
and that's more the fault of the board. That's more the fault of the board. Like, we need to recognize where we are. Every time we've had at least 3 or 4 chances where top 4 is knocking at us, saying, "Hey, come in. The door is, the path is open for top 4, and we are wearing top 4 repellent. Anytime, it's just there for us." Yeah, and today was another chance. But anyway, let's bring in the next caller, bro.
We ain't getting top 4. We're not getting top 4. But anyway, let's move on.
I agree with you, though. Man, like Ronald. Happy New Year, Ronald.
Happy New Year to you, bots, and happy New Year.
Hey, happy New Year.
I'm just happy that bots is still consistent with his delusion. He still talks about what was he saying? A walk in the park. Walk in the park. Brother, we lost to Grimsby. What walk in the park are you talking about? We're handicapped. We're injured, aren't we?
We are. But
I'm not today. I'll be
okay.
honest. Today, you know I don't like Amarim. That's pretty evident, right?
Sure.
I don't like the guy. But today I'm not even mad at him
Thank you.
because I'm like, you know what? I've seen a lot of my friends, people who I normally talk ball with, like bots and everyone. They've kind of accepted that we're a shit club. There is acceptance in your voice, in each and every one of you. You guys have accepted that you're talking about leagues, brother. You're talking about their form. What has our form been, bots?
It has been the most inconsistent. We beat Newcastle. You think, oh, we're gonna build on something. Then we go draw versus Wolves, and then
Brother,
we
we're
go.
not building on nothing. When you have a house of Lego, if it's raining outside, be scared.
I like
Your
that.
house is built of Lego. That's
I
what your
like
house is built of. Don't complain now that water is dripping in. Just enjoy the water. Just say it's not the whole of it. Because
So
at the end of the day,
We just got called a
we
plastic
were
club.
talking about, okay, you know what, Leeds, there's that. Brother, we made Wolves look good. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry in this league is beating Wolves, and we made them look good. It's the first time after many, many, many months that I've actually not watched the game. I didn't watch the entire game because I knew I'm not gonna get anything else. Manesh, just for you, when Bots is building his Lego house, it's going to have leaks.
nah, but Manesh got you there. The Lego is waterproof, Ronald. What are you saying, bro?
You never
That
have built
analogy
nothing.
needs to be
Bots, you've never
reevaluated.
built nothing. Stop going on Manesh's information.
Anyway, continue. Don't
But
worry about
Because
continue and talk
see,
about
the
what-
thing is,
Okay.
I'm checking up on all the people who are Amarim in. I'm going into their chats where I haven't spoken in for like 5, 7, 10 weeks
Yeah.
or 8 months, 4 months, and I'm just saying, back the manager. That's all I said. I don't know why people are stressed. Why they're atting me now, back and forth. I'm not even replying. They're still atting me right now. It's been 45 minutes. All I just said was back the manager. So why? When you have to justify a manager's actions, it's peak. And the manager has the cheek of coming out and telling it to your face. He's told you already, sack me if you can. Now he's telling you, I'm here for 18 months and then I'm gone. What else do you need? Do you think he really cares about this job or your club? Boss, sometimes you have to understand you're the same guy who said Slot needs to be sacked because he's making the Liverpool team be bad. But when it comes to Manchester United, you're the same guy who says players need to be changed. So why? What's the discrimination here with
Well, I love
because
Manchester
I know
United.
I know a manager who won 2 trophies. I know a manager who won 2 trophies, right? Won 2 trophies. Their fan base is the loudest on our channels. 2 trophies, bots. He still got sacked on the first day of the year, while we over here are justifying this manager who doesn't know what 1 + 1 is. Enzo Maresca has been sacked. And you're trying to make sure that is it because Amorim sounds more like Arteta that you like him?
Them dead.
Oh boy. Ronaldo's coming for me. But you know what?
Bots. Is there some questions to be answered there, though? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not right now. The funny thing is, my hate for Amarim has actually calmed down more recently. Yeah, I think he's doing okay. He's been getting in some results, but at the end of the day, do you know what? He ain't doing much better than like bottom half of the table. Let's be honest. Yeah. All it takes is one loss, like you said. Look at you with the comparison earlier. Yeah. Look at you with the comparison earlier of
Sure.
our wins, losses, and draws. Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes is 1 or 2 in the other direction, and we could be somewhere else. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you. We've got as many wins as, like, say, Fulham. as many wins as Spurs, as many wins as Everton. And that's the part that's concerning for me. I back Ruben Amorim still. And I think like with the right players, he could actually succeed. But today, if we had Ahmad take those chances that Dogu had, I think we're actually in a better position. We finish this game with a win. You know, if we had Mbuma today, we're actually like Amorim crosses the road by looking up and down, says Johnny. Oh my God. Don't forget to hit the like button, by the way. That's a good one, Johnny. But you know, it's all about, it comes down to backing, though. It comes down to recruitment. It comes down to the board. And Ineos are failing Ruben Amorim, and that's why like we are in this, but that's a big reason why we're in this predicament right now. You know?
My man said he was manager though.
Say that again.
Did my man say he's manager though? Didn't he say he was manager though? Didn't
he say he was manager? He said he's manager until the next guy comes in, and that's the truth.
So if he's the manager, he should be having some say on who comes in and who goes out, bro. And let's face it, he's fallen out with a lot of players. He's also at the moment, you know, decided who's his favorites are and haven't been playing certain people. Like, he's limiting his options as well, don't you feel? Let's be honest to that one. He's limiting his own options as well.
Limited options, brother. Like, come on, it's not his fault that Kobe is injured. We were all saying that, oh, if Kobe, once AFCON happens, there's a time for Kobe to step up. Where's Kobe? There's time for look at now, Mason Mount is not available. If we had just a few players, I'm not saying everybody gotta be available, but there's just a few, 2-3 players that could make a difference. And right now, like, yeah.
But stop sounding like the guy who has an F40 Ferrari sitting in the garage since 1991. And in 2026, he decides to go ahead, take it to a showcase, and is now expecting it to run at 180. Kobe was sitting there rotting on the bench, getting no here we go minutes either. And now, all of a sudden, when you have a situation, you want him to be there. The manager has beefed with equal amount of wins he's had. The amount of players he's beefed with is proportionally equal to the amount of wins he has in his Manchester United career. Deep Ed, brother. How many players has he asked the club to sell that he could have used? Like, there's so many things that has gone down. And to be honest, as much as I love Bruno, right? There was an opportunity that he could have banked on. How many players could you get for 100 mil? Bots?
About 2 for 100 mil. You can get 2 players.
But your English Sir Jim said, I'm gonna buy Mbappe before Mbappe. He's an astrologer. Didn't you know? So he's gonna rub that ball and he's gonna get you some players. Well, not 1.5 target. We already have Xerxes. So see, that's the thing. You have to understand, this is all done under the same manager and the same ownership. I'm not like Joe said. I'm not really mad at Amorim right now, but I'm not even really worried about this entire club because I know it's going to be bad. Well, under Ten Hag, people said this can't get worse. Hello, here's worse. Now, bots, it will go worse from here. How bad it would go, we just don't know. So either you cut ties when you still have time, right? And we move forward with a different manager who could use the same players in a different way. Yes, we are 5th. Absolutely, I agree. Hallelujah, we're 5th. But if some teams step up, where would we be? 8th or 10th? Because it's just not that.
Sorry, I had to stop him there. And you know why? Right?
Why?
One, because you came back in and you said you only wanted to say one thing. So that's number one. No, number two as well, yeah. Because you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways, Ronald. Yeah. Like you can't say that you know how it's gonna go, yeah, while then speaking about the past and how it has been. Yeah. We don't know how it's gonna go in it, yeah. You can't say it's definitely gonna get worse. At the end of the day, right now, like Bots pointed out earlier, he steadied the ship. Yeah, he steadied the ship at least. The results are like this now. Everything's almost even. But now he needs to now progress and make it better. Yeah, can he make it better? I don't know if he can make it better. I'm not confident in him making it better, but you have to give him that chance to see it. I wouldn't change the manager now. Ronald, you know this. As much as I'm not a backer of this guy, Amorim, yeah. But I'll tell you this right now. I wouldn't change it now because I said the same thing about Ten Hag in the last season. He's already here now. Stick it out to the end of the season and see what he gives you. If he gives you more nonsense, then you get rid of him, innit? But you made your bed, lie in it, yeah? Stop fucking around with this team and the philosophies and the bullshit, yeah? Stop it, because bringing someone in halfway is going to fuck shit up too. But yeah, just say it.
Let's
Just
hear
say it.
Doctor's opinion because she had something to say exactly about what Ronald was talking about.
Oh no, I feel like a lot of people are just want to be on the pessimism train and forever pessimistic, you know. And I don't even want to talk about that. They just want Amorim to like be trash, and then at the end when he gets sacked, they'll be like, "I told you so, I told you so." Then when we get another manager and he's even worse than Amorim, they'll be like, "Oh my god, we should have never sacked Amorim." And all these, yeah. I'm sorry, I just did that.
There was people that was saying maybe Southgate was a
You
better
can get worse than Amorim. Nah, stop this bullshit though. Let's not even do that, yeah, because we said Eric Ten Hag was bad, and we don't want worse than Ten Hag. This is why I'm mad at a lot.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I'm just prepared. No, Joe. Let me have my time. Let me have my time. I'm not saying that because me personally, I know, like for example, I know he's gonna get sacked. Maybe at the end of the season, maybe in January. I don't know. I'm not against him getting sacked. I just read that. Give me 10 more seconds to my time because I'm gonna cuss him out.
Okay.
Anyway,
No.
I'm gonna cuss
Use
him
your
out.
minutes however you want to use your minutes. Dude.
Anyway, because I haven't even said my good, bad, and ugly. I'm standing here doing this bullshit. Because I know that I'm just saying the fan base is perpetually pessimistic. A lot of them, perpetually. And I know in like 5 years, we should have never sacked Amorim. That's what they want to go back and say, we should have never sacked Ole. Oh my God, we should have never sacked Ole. We should have kept McTominay. Højlund is scoring in Napoli. We should have kept him. I was gonna say fuck y'all. I said it. But
you still said it anyway. You still said it.
Shot fired!
I'm sorry. Wrap up. I know I'm not chatting shit. You think what I'm saying is chatting shit, and I also sometimes think what you say chatting shit. I'm so sorry.
Okay, what's good? What's bad? What's ugly, Doctor? Let's get that. Okay.
The ugly and the bad are kind of the same thing. There were so many opportunities for us to win this game. That first goal, offside, whatever. Cunha can do better. Sesko, this is not the time. You're 20 games in it. You have to be scoring. You can't end this season on 2 goals and 1 assist. You cannot do it. The team has to quickly learn how to play without Bruno and Mount. You have to do it right quick. And the youngsters that are on the bench, when you do get the chance, you have to play. Just play. Yeah. That's all I had. Well, I had a lot more to say. I've forgotten it because we're talking about this bullshit of a topic that I spent 3 minutes talking about.
Can I ask you about one of your favorite players? What can you say about his performance, by the way? Luke Shaw.
But you just came back from Botswana. It's a new year. We are in 2026. You don't really want me to talk about thick thighs saves lives. You really want me to bring that from 2025? You really want me to bring that into 2025?
Oh
He was all right. I mean, he wasn't horrible. He wasn't horrible.
I think that saves lives. Thunder thighs. Man, yo, but
listen, boss. I don't know what you done to Doctor, yeah, but you changed this woman into a menace. Yeah, she's on smoke every time she comes on stream. It's you, yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault for not being a protector. Now she's switched it up, and now she's an attacker.
Hey,
yeah?
Leave last year's stuff alone, bro. Leave last year's things alone, okay?
What have you done to the Doctor? Bro, anyway, let's yeah. I know you got to run soon. You got to skedaddle, yeah. So let's bring in the last caller real quick.
All
yeah.
right.
Wrap up. Let's end with some truth. Wrap up. What are you saying to me?
Men like wrap up.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Sensational game, guys.
Here we go.
Sensational, man. So from 2025, it's more losses than wins. And in 2026, you start off with a draw. But this is not what I'm come to talk about because the game was shit overall until Xerxes came into the game. What I'm come to talk about is this mess of a club. And I saw this shit coming. Amram said previously, you guys want me to play Kopi? Oh, yeah. No, but you because he plays in the World Cup. Fuck off. Couple of presses later, he says, Kobe is the future of Man United. I knew what was going on. Then another few weeks later, before he said, me and Wilcox are clashing. I knew what time it is. Amram's days is numbered now. So I'm no longer clashing out. Also, Ineos, you fucking clowns. I told you, these guys are frauds. Sack him or back him. Or fuck off, the lot of them. Anyway, like I said before. You hide.
Don't go anywhere.
Ashworth told you, if you bring in this guy, it's going to be expensive to bring in his squad. What's happened now? Oh shit, it's too expensive to do your squad. You fucking clowns.
Thank you.
That's what I'm no longer bashing Amram. It's Ineos. You clown. Ashworth told you sacked him. Brother, you need sacking straight away, you prick.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was saying to Joe earlier. Like, if we were a different club that is actually ambitious, if the board is ambitious, by January 1st, January 2nd, we would have had at least 2 signings to say, look, we have an opportunity here. How can we capitalize on it? We are I know it's a little bit crazy to ask for top 4 given the season that we had last season wrap up, but
we're not getting top 4 now.
No. It's a far-fetched dream.
We're drawing too many games. We're IKFC. We draw too many times. We're IKFC. That's what we are.
We literally can sneak into that 5th place position and secure it if we had the right mentality from the board.
And then you got Amram. This is another thing, Amram. Amram, your ego is destroying the team as well. Xerxes scored. You don't start in the next game. Then you play. When you put him on, the game changes. I know you don't like Xerxes, you don't like Kobe, but what's happened is Wilcox has blocked your moves. And now you're crashing out on the mains. You're crashing out on the mains saying, I'm the manager. I'm not a head coach. Your days are numbered.
Yeah.
You're getting sacked. But the thing is, I'm not even going to celebrate it because Ineos are an inept organization. Ashworth told you what was going to go down. You ignored him. And look what's happened. Domino effect. You've been in cleanup mode from day one. You didn't sack Ten Haram in time. All this shit has been a domino effect. Now you got Vivell. Yeah, it has been. Now you got Vivell with the leaks saying that Aaron's shit, his system's shit, and everyone knows how to read it and break it down. And we all knew this. You've been seeing it for a year. We're not going nowhere with Amrim. But we'll see what happens. But I said before, Hamsterville FC, IKEA FC, we're going nowhere with Amrim or Ineos. I'm sorry. That's what it is.
I don't disagree with you in that regard, to be honest with you. Amrim or Ineos, it seems like we're gonna have a very long time before we get back to the top.
He's taking shots to the board. I know how it ends. He's gonna get sacked. It's just a matter of it's just a when. It's just a matter of.
No, I'm not even gonna lie. I hope so. Like, it's too hard as a Manchester United fan looking at the bottom of the table, looking at the top of the table, and thinking, I'm not sure if we can beat any one of these teams. It's crazy. It's crazy that every single game that we go into, I don't feel confidence in beating anybody. We only put up a fight when it's a certain level of opponent or whatever. But today, I saw some good fight. But was it because players are playing for the positions on the pitch? Some people just want to be able to be picked. Listen, let me bring in the last call. I think
the last game. We control quite
the last game.
Farah is listening to Ruben Amorim.
I was trying to catch up on the press out. I was thinking, what have I missed? Anyway, first things first, Happy New Year, lads. Hope all is well.
Hey, Happy New Year to you too. Hey, hope I know, and I tell the whole community, I hope this new year brings you even better than last year. Don't know what your last year was like, but I hope this year is better than the last one for you and your close ones. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, lots of love to everyone. Most important thing. Anyway, how are you guys?
I feel pretty good about today. I felt like disappointed. I felt disappointed with the result. I felt we could have done better. I thought the players on the pitch. I feel even disappointed for Amorim today. Yeah, this is one thing. I'm going to say this. I felt disappointed for Amorim today because I was like, well, what else is he going to do? I looked at the bench. I checked out the names. I was like, 2 Fletchers. Long day. Yeah, long day when I saw 2 Fletchers. Yeah, I thought, all right, this is what we're doing today. So you know what? He brought on Xerxes. But my only criticism of that is why didn't Xerxes start?
Yeah. Sorry, and Bots, how are you? Just quickly before I jump in, I yap for ages.
I'm jet lagged. I'm also frantically getting ready to run right now, but I'm listening. I'm part of the show, but I'm great. Well, thank you for checking in. We deserve better.
Glad you're back. Glad you had a safe return.
Basically, yeah, bro. He lives on lateness. Yeah, he's right now getting ready to go to work late.
I'm trying not to be late now.
I figured it out though. This guy, do you know why he gets late? We all saw it. He's busy rizzing. That's what he does. Full-time rizzer, this guy is.
Shut up, we deserve better. Shut up.
It's true.
Run true.
I've got your number. Anyway, do you know what? I kind of get it. Yeah, and yeah. He was terrible. Did you see him at the airport? Oh my God! I thought I had it in my genes. This guy, man. Oh my God! It was one after another, after another, after another, after another. This guy needs a warning.
That every person that he managed to find to speak to help him out with stuff was a woman. Why is it that everybody that he found to speak to was a woman?
Let's stay on Ruben Amorim, guys.
All right, well, let it go for today, but we'll come back to this. You know what, Joe? You need a truth is truth on Bots.
I'll never get the truth. I would never get the truth, though. Where would I get it? Listen, there lies. He told that girl he was coming back to buy those sunglasses. Did Bots go back?
Exactly. But did you notice how he got everyone's contact details? Every single one, he got their contact details. He didn't care about the flight. He's like, "Get me your contact details." Crazy, man. Anyway, on the match today, I'm similar to you. Look, you know what I wanted to see today was fight, because I can't stand Leeds. I think Leeds are the most hideous club we've ever had to kind of deal with. They're our biggest rivals, and I saw fight. I love it when our players fight. Yeah, we were limited, but I think with what they had, I think they did well. I think they did well. I think to get a point away from Leeds, people forget Leeds have won their last 3 games at home, and they've scored 3 goals in every single match, their last 3 matches. So we were dictating the play first half. I thought in parts, I thought we did well. The link up play as well. I think a lot of players get a lot of slack these days, right? They get a lot of noise, but a lot of players are being played out of position. And I think even with them being played out of position, they've put a shift in today. So I can't ask more than that. So yeah, I'm happy.
You know what? I agree with you. This is what I was saying as well. I don't know if the manager's like allergic to playing people in their actual position. Because I was hearing the commentator speak today on today's Dorgu. Yeah, because Dorgu apparently used to play in a much higher up the pitch, and he used to score goals. You know, but now obviously he's playing as a left wing back most of the time. You know, so I don't know about this guy and finding the right position for players. I feel like he sees a quality in a player and then decides he wants that quality in this position. But does that help the player flourish, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Dorgu played at left midfield at Lecce and left back, so he's got it in him to go forwards. He's just got to deliver better boxes balls into the box, but I think he's getting there. I get the whole reason why Xerxes didn't start. The reason Xerxes didn't start, because in the last game, he looked like he was still in lockdown. He was 2 meters away from his man, and he did it in front of Amarin. He did it in front of Amarin time and time again, right? And so you kind of like, you needed fighters today. And I wasn't sure what version of Xerxes was going to turn up. But when he did come on the pitch, he played well. So, I'm not going to suddenly say, oh my God, Xerxes is amazing. I look at Xerxes' career at Man United, has not been good enough at all. So the fact that he's put in a bit of a shift today.
But hold on, do you know what? Don't you think though? Okay, so not been good at all, yeah. But at the same time, why do people like Sesko keep getting chance after chance, and then he can't get after he scores a goal, he can't get another second chance to tighten up his game? You know, if you looked at him, he scored a goal, not the best goal, whatever, but he got himself on the score sheet nonetheless, right? If you look at it as a manager, go, listen, bro, you didn't do exactly what I asked you in that last match here. Keep tight to your man. Make sure if you don't do that in the next game, I'm hooking you straight away. You don't ask me no questions about it because I've done told you what to do. Couldn't you do that rather than not start him at all, kill his confidence? Do you know what I mean? This is the things I'm thinking. The favoritism runs too deep. Yeah, it runs too deep sometimes. Like, people in form, you want to nourish that form. For me anyway, I'd rather nourish that form and say, hopefully, I can get that guy playing good for me in the next game.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I hear it. I think Sesko has to do better. I think he's been given, this whole kind of thing before we're saying we're not playing, we're not finding it, we're not getting the ball to him. I think he's had enough opportunities now. He had 4 opportunities last game. 2 of them he made himself. He hit the bar. And he done a lovely shift on the sideline and came in and just missed the post. So I saw that from him last game. And this game, look, he had to get that header on target. How the hell did he miss even the target? So I think there were through balls that he just wasn't weren't meeting him. Through balls to him just weren't being met. They're being held off by the first defender. So the ball into him has to be better. But when he gets his chances, he has to take them. And he's just behind the pace, I think. The only problem I have with Sesko is I don't see him run. Sometimes we do a quick ball over the top and he's not running. And I'm thinking, go faster. So we talk about Mainu having explosive pace.
Very late into the box. Yeah,
exactly.
Very late into the box.
His build-up play is good, though. If you're not scoring, what are you adding to the team? So I think his link-up play has been good. So, but he needs to score goals. I won't have it with our strikers, but I can criticise Xerxes because don't come in here and tell me you're a 9.5. You're bought in as a striker. Get me goals. The same with Sesko. Get me goals. The reason he's got leeway is only 3-4 months. And we've had such a disjointed team. And we have a disjointed formation. And we have injuries. and we have AFCON. So there are a lot of caveats, right? He's not playing with the best 11, but sometimes you've got to make your own luck. Sometimes you've got to be the man that stands up. Sometimes you've got to be the person that takes on the reins, right? You don't always have it your own way. So what I'd like from this team is more people to stand up, but I saw enough people standing up today to not leave that bloody scum stadium with, with the defeat. I'm happy. You get a point. Good enough. We can do better next game. Bring it on. Let's get these players fighting for this badge. I'm bored of it. And Amrin, see you in the summer.
Oh, you think he's going to still be here in the summer?
No, see you. Bye-bye. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
See you. Yeah. All right. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Hey, listen. Great show today, guys. You know what? Yeah. With all that being said, let me switch this up because I feel a little bit squashed over here. Let me see if I can sort this out. Where am I? Did this it? No. Here we go. Let's do big YouTuber. Let's do this. Big YouTuber. There we go. Let's just end it like this, innit? Yeah. All right. So you know what, guys? With everything being said today, I feel like Manchester United, yes, we did kind of scrape a result today, but I appreciate the result. Yeah. If it's one thing that we deserve better said that I fully agree with, yeah, is I want to see our players fight every single time. I don't want to hear this, oh, we didn't give enough, or, I didn't see them leave everything on the pitch, or, you know what, at least if we can leave something on them, if we can't win the game, leave something on them, innit? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have to. But well done today, guys. Not a bad performance. The manager gets, I think, minimal criticism today because you know what? I have to look and say, what else could he do? He had a bench that was hardly a bench. Like I said, once you see 2 Fletchers, it's a long day, innit? Yeah, he's only bringing on 1 guy from the bench. So against 4 substitutions versus our 1, it was a result that we needed. It could have been better, but a lot of you expected it to be worse. So with that being said, guys, give the manager props where it's due. The team done okay. Let's see how we end the season, innit? Big up to you. Make sure you smash a like if you're watching on my channel. Make sure you smash a like if you're watching on Bots's channel. And if you're watching on either channel, make sure you go channel surfing and go smash a like on both channels for us, please, yeah? And if you're new, subscribe to both. Anyway, guys, take care. Speak to you soon.
Yo. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. Yo. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. Yo. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. Joe Black Man, Bobby, let it flow. Turn it up, turn it loud, let it go. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. About my what? About my who? About my rugby.
Get out of here, man.